In a world overflowing with information, have you ever stopped to wonder, what does it truly mean to live a good life? Welcome to the ultimate guide to philosophy, where we explore the teachings of one of history's greatest thinkers, Socrates. His life and ideas still resonate today, igniting our curiosity about ethics, truth, and the very essence of our existence. Socrates lived in ancient Greece, a time when ideas debated like gladiators. The marketplace buzzed with voices questioning everything from politics to morality. But Socrates didn't care for the status quo. He sought wisdom in the most unconventional way. He famously claimed, "The unexamined life is not worth living." This was his call to action, a challenge for us to dive deep into our beliefs and assumptions. So what does that mean for you? It means asking questions that matter and not settling for easy answers. Let us explore his method. Socratic questioning involves a dialogue, not a lecture. It's about digging deeper. Imagine sitting across from Socrates. He would ask you a simple question: what is justice? You might think you know the answer. But here's the trick: Socrates would gently poke at your responses, unraveling them layer by layer, until you reach the core of your beliefs. What emerges from this process is clarity. But clarity can be uncomfortable. Socrates encouraged discomfort as a means of growth. In a world obsessed with comfort and certainty, he invited us into the chaos. When unsure of an answer, he would respond with, "I know that I know nothing." This humility is powerful. It prepares the mind for learning, unlocking endless possibilities. Consider the concept of virtue. Socrates believed that knowledge is the ultimate form of virtue. So if one truly knows what is good, they will do good. This was revolutionary, suggesting that ignorance, rather than malice, leads to wrongdoing. Imagine a world where we believe each person's actions root in their understanding. It reframes our approach to justice and compassion profoundly. If someone wrongs you, perhaps they simply lack understanding. This perspective demands empathy. Yet, Socrates lived in turbulent times, facing the wrath of the Athenian democracy for his endless questioning. His dialogues painted a target on his back. Ultimately, he was sentenced to death for corrupting the youth and disrespecting the gods. But in the face of death, he remained steady. He famously chose to drink poison rather than abandon his quest for knowledge. "A man who is true to himself cannot die," he claimed. His final moments were filled with calm wisdom, exemplifying profound commitment to his beliefs. Today, people often view philosophy as distant, abstract, or irrelevant. But think again. Socrates presents us with an invitation to engage with life. His quest leads us back to our daily lives, encouraging us to challenge the world around us. What are your own beliefs? Are they inherited truths or discoveries of your own? The beauty of Socratic philosophy lies in its accessibility. Philosophy isn't just for the elite. It's for anyone willing to question. It teaches us that the answer is not as important as the asking itself. Remember Socrates' key takeaway: an unexamined life is not. Seek truth, engage in dialogue, and relate to others with empathy. As we wrap up this journey through Socratic thought, let us reflect on our own paths. Are we willing to dive into our uncertainties? Are you ready to live that examined life? In a world where conformity often reigns, Socrates beckons us to carve our own path. Embrace the uncomfortable questions, for therein lies the essence of a fulfilling existence. Will you carry his torch, lighting the way for yourself and others? Let us step into this pursuit of wisdom together. And remember, wisdom begins with doubt, and doubt opens the door to endless discovery. In our pursuit of understanding Socratic thought, let us delve deeper into some key concepts. One such idea is the notion of virtue is knowledge. Socrates proposed that if we truly understand what is good, we cannot help but act accordingly. This perspective shifts the focus. Imagine a society where education is prioritized over punishment. How transformative would that be? Instead of pouring resources into prisons, we might invest in schools, enlightenment, and constructive dialogue. Socratic philosophy also emphasizes the importance of self-awareness. Take, for instance, the famous Delphic maxim, "Know thyself." For Socrates, this was not merely a motivational phrase. It was foundational to personal growth and ethical behavior. To know oneself is to understand one's desires, fears, weaknesses, and strengths. This self-knowledge sets the stage for wisdom and informed action. Now picture this. You're standing in front of a mirror, reflecting not just on your appearance, but on who you are inside. What drives your decisions? What values do you hold dear? Are those values truly your own or merely inherited beliefs? When we strip away societal expectations and confront our true selves, we inevitably uncover our authentic values. This journey may be daunting, but it is essential. It allows us to align our actions with our beliefs, leading to a life. But self-examination is a double-edged sword. Socrates warned us that the pursuit of truth can be unsettling. It can challenge everything we think we know. Yet, this is where the magic happens. Challenging one's beliefs can lead to profound transformation. Each revelation can act as a stepping stone toward a more enlightened existence. Think of moments in your life when you confronted uncomfortable truths. How did those experiences transform your understanding of yourself and the world? Now, let us talk about the community from which Socrates emerged, the Athenians. They were vibrant, spirited, and engaged in constant philosophical dialogues. Debate was not only welcomed, it was essential to personal growth and societal progress. Socrates operated within this dynamic, often engaging with young minds in public spaces. He believed the exchange of ideas would foster better thinkers and, ultimately, a better society. Imagine sitting around a table with diverse opinions and spirited discussions. This shared exploration of ideas can lead to breakthroughs, much like a workshop of the mind. However, not everyone was fond of such discourse. Many felt challenged, threatened by someone questioning their deeply held beliefs. This adversarial relationship with authority figures became a hallmark of Socratic inquiry. So why do we still care about Socrates today? His legacy calls us to remain curious, to question power, to seek truth amid contradictions. We live in a world where misinformation spreads faster than knowledge. It's more vital than ever to apply Socratic questioning to our lives, our society, and ourselves. Consider how you acquire information. Do you accept it passively, or do you engage critically? Socrates implores us to interrogate what we hear, urging us to sift through surfaces to find buried truths. Formulating thoughtful questions prompts clarity. For instance, rather than asking, "What should I do?" we might ask, "Why do I want to do this?" This shift in questioning reveals deeper motivations and intentions. Our answers guide our actions, shaping our lives in profound ways. Let's not forget about the concept of ethics. Socrates insisted that ethics is not just a matter of personal preference, but intertwined with universal truths. He believed that moral truths exist, waiting for us to discover them. Think about it. When we witness injustice, what guides our response? Is it empathy, anger, or clarity of values? Socratic ethics encourages us to anchor our judgments in something deeper, an understanding of right and wrong that transcends time and context. As we navigate our modern complexities, remember that asking the right questions may illuminate paths we had never considered. Our worlds are shaped by our understanding of morality. Socrates taught us that knowledge leads to virtue, and virtue guides our choices. We've touched on many aspects of Socratic thought, but let us not forget one crucial point: the power of conversation. Engaging in dialogue can unravel complexities, promote understanding, and bring us closer to truth. So seek out conversations. Engage with those who hold different views. Lean into discomfort and allow it to challenge you. Reflect on those exchanges afterward. What did you learn? Did you shift your perspective? Ultimately, the essence of Socratic philosophy is empowerment. It gives you the tools to examine your life and beliefs critically. It urges you to take ownership of your insights and ethical stances. So the next time you face a moral dilemma, remember Socrates. Ask yourself, what do I really know? And what is my responsibility? Let these questions guide you toward profound clarity in your decisions. As we conclude this exploration of Socratic philosophy, let us carry forward the spirit of inquiry. Challenge, reflect, and transform a cycle that holds the potential to shape not only your life, but the lives of those around you. In every question lies an opportunity. In every answer, a deeper understanding. Will you take up the challenge? And as you navigate this journey of self-discovery, remember, wisdom is not a destination, but a path, a continuous pursuit of enlightenment. Guided by the teachings of Socrates, let us remain students of life, asking questions until our last breath. What profound questions will you explore today? As we move forward, it's vital to recognize how Socratic ideas influence contemporary approaches to education and personal development. In a world that often values rote memorization over critical thought, Socrates serves as a beacon for nurturing minds that are curious and engaged. Imagine classrooms where students are encouraged to question, explore uncertainties, and engage in meaningful dialogues instead of simply regurgitating facts. This sort of environment fosters deeper learning and cultivates critical thinkers who are capable of tackling real-world problems. Socratic dialogue is not merely about what you know, but how you think. It's about cultivating a mindset of exploration, which remains relevant in an era where complex issues demand creative and critical solutions. When faced with global challenges, climate change, social justice, technological advancements, Socratic questioning inspires innovative thinking. Now, let us consider practical applications of Socratic philosophy in your everyday life. Start by asking yourself reflective questions throughout your day. These could range from the mundane, like, why am I choosing this meal, to the profound, such as, what legacy do I want to leave? Engaging in consistent reflection allows you to articulate your values and redefine your path as needed. Challenge your assumptions. The next time you find yourself in a discussion or even a disagreement, instead of preparing to defend your position, ask questions that invite exploration. What makes you feel that way? Or can you explain your reasoning? By adopting this practice of inquiry, you not only deepen your understanding, but create space for others to express themselves fully. This spirit of dialogue can shift relationships, fostering patience and empathy, bridging divides that once seemed insurmountable. Socrates ultimately believed that wisdom begins with the admission of ignorance. When we recognize our limits, we open the door wide to learning and growth. This acknowledgement may feel humbling, but consider how liberating it can be. You're not expected to have all the answers. Instead, your journey is about discovering what you don't know and pursuing new revelations. And here lies another rich caveat of Socratic thought: constant evolution through dialogue with others. Each encounter, conversation, or debate is an opportunity to expand your horizons. Let us face it, life is incredibly complex, and some questions may never find definitive answers. Yet, it's in wrestling with those questions that we sculpt our understanding. Now think about the relationships in your life. Are they built on open communication, or do misunderstandings linger? Socrates encourages us to nurture connections enriched by candid inquiry. Such openness fosters trust, igniting a powerful shared wisdom that can lead to transformative friendships or collaborations. As you embark on this continuous journey of philosophical inquiry, consider establishing a supportive community. Engage with fellow thinkers Whether through formal podcast discussions, book clubs, or online forums dedicated to philosophical discourse, sharing insights and questions with others will enrich your understanding and make the philosophical journey more fulfilling. Socrates might argue that the true measure of a person lies not only in their knowledge, but also in their ability to listen, reflect, and grow through dialogue. In essence, friendship itself becomes a philosophical pursuit, an adventurous exploration of ideas and beliefs. Lastly, take a moment to reflect on your legacy. What impact do you wish to leave in the world? Socratic philosophy teaches us that our lives can be our greatest school. Every interaction offers a lesson, every challenge a chance to learn. So, as you move forward, understand that the essence of Socratic philosophy transcends words. It's woven into your daily choices, your thoughts, your conversations. It lingers in moments of doubt and illuminates your path of self-discovery. In closing, remember that the path laid out by Socrates is not one of certainty, but of questioning. Every question you ask has the potential to unlock new worlds. Each dialogue can add depth to your understanding and forge connections that shape your existence. So, be fearless in your inquiries. Honor curiosity and embrace uncertainty. And not just to find answers, but to amplify your understanding of the complexities that weave our lives together. Inspired by the profound legacy of Socrates. As you walk your path, ask deeply, share generously, and never cease to explore.